Kenya, Honduras, Brazil, Miss Venezuela, Chile,
Miss Canada,
Philippines, Brazil, India,
Ecuador,
Czech Republic, Venezuela,
the Philippines,
Ecuador, Philippines, Vietnam, Puerto Rico.
This year, as Miss Earth goes digital on its 20th year, we rise to the challenge. And with just a tap of our fingers, we can unite the Earthlings all over the world. And Miss Earth Crown is up for the challenge. We are bringing you our 2020 Echo Angels in exclusive interviews, plus a whole lot more. This is Miss Earth Crown's Miss Earth 2020 coverage. So join us, only here where we make it possible and where you see it first. Miss Earth Crown. Earthlings, are you ready to be part of the roundup? Miss Earth Crown presents the MEC Pageant Roundup Series, a unique review, commentary, talk, and engagement show where you take control. Tell us what or who you want us to talk about and how you want the show to go, or join us live with guest commentators every week and more surprises. The roundup begins October 3rd, only here on Miss Earth Crown. Just what they said, the roundup has began October 3rd and is still ongoing, and we are now on our 5th episode, and that is because of all of you who have been watching since the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everyone. Happy Halloween. I mean, if you see that I tried to, have some costume here. I'm the new Eco Angel. Yes, the new Eco Angel. But actually, I'm Emmanuel Feliciano. I am the creative content head of Miss Earth Crown, and I will be your main host for this evening. Happy Halloween. This is a very special Halloween episode of the MEC Roundup series. Of course, as usual, we will be having our recap and our stars. Tonight, we are going to be discussing about the long gown, the evening gown competition. And we are going to be picking our evening gown stars with your help, of course. So please, from now, think about who you want to pick as your evening gown stars, and we will ask you about that later. But for now, of course, let me introduce to you the team. Of course, our Miss Earth Crown team, starting with our chief correspondent, the dashing. Let me, guys, guess who his character is right now, because this is so nostalgic. You have to be able to guess this. Ladies and gentlemen, Noy Sabilano.
Hi, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Miss Earth Crown Pageant Roundup series. I am your chief correspondent, Noy Sabilano, and I am dressed tonight for Halloween as Tuxedo Mask. It is Luna right here without the moon because she I know, yes. But then we are here for the Halloween special. So say hi, Dexter, yes. And we're going to have a lot of interesting conversations for tonight. So please key in all of your comments, all of your insights about the evening gown competition. And later on, we're going to have a fun Halloween quiz at the end of the show. Back to you, Eman.
Yes, that is right. So later, we're going to have a lot of questions. And this time, it's not only about Miss Earth, but it's also about Halloween and fun Halloween stuff. So please do watch out for that. Now, I will be introducing next, of course, our editor-in-chief, Mr. Mark Lee Gatchalian. Hi, Mark.
Guapo. Hello, I am your catty godfather.
Happy Halloween to everyone. As you can see, I have a cat's ear here. So I hope that you are safe, and I hope that we that you get to interact with us later. We'll have a lot of discussions, and would like to hear your thoughts about the recent activities that has been completed in Miss Earth, and we're looking forward to chat with you. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, Marky. And of course, now we are going to introduce our lone guest for our panel for tonight. And we are so excited, not only because we have not seen her for a while, but also she upped her game and she prepared for tonight. That's why you guys should see her. Ladies and gentlemen, our queen, Miss Earth South Africa 2019, Nazia Wadee. Hey, hey,
Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween, everyone. Mabuhay, Philippines. I miss you all so much. Sawubona, South Africa, and happy Halloween to all my South Africans celebrating in whichever way you are with your family, with your friends. Thank you, Miss Earth Crown. It's an absolute honor to be with you once again. I mean, it's been a year since we've seen each other, and I've missed my Miss Earth Crown family so, so much. Thank you for having me, and I'm very excited to be part of this incredible panel. I'm excited to talk about all the beautiful evening gowns that graced the virtual Miss Earth stage. So I'm very, very excited.
Oh, yay, we are so excited.
Yay.
Thank you very much. Yes, we miss you as well. We remember that last year, with all the activities that went on, you were one of the most memorable, of course, and the most.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And so today we are going to have three main segments, and of course, we are going to start with the recap. Okay, but before we go to the recap, let's first read the comments that we have on our comment section right now, because there are a lot of comments already. We haven't even started and we already have comments. For example, our first, yes, our early bird today is Ralph Sambat. Hello, Ralph. Thank you very much for tuning in all the time. Hey, and of course, Gabriel Bernal is with us tonight. Good evening, MEC. Good evening, Gabriel. Thank you so much.
Evening.
Our Angel Strong is with us right now. Angel is also a regular viewer of the Miss Earth Crown Roundup. And I think somebody familiar is with us right now. Faiza Wadee.
That's my mom. Oh, thank you, mom, for tuning in. And my mom actually drove me to my very, very good friend Sabiha Studio S, who is the mastermind behind my amazing Halloween makeup today. Thank you so much, Studio S. Thank you, Sabiha, for creating this incredible look, which was inspired by the Mexican Day of the Dead. So I'm very excited to have come together to create this look with her. So thank you, Sabia. If you're watching, sending you all my love. Thank you for this incredible look.
Wow. That's really, actually, that was a good job done on you, right? The look and the whole package.
It's stunning.
It's stunning. It is stunning.
It
Actually,
is.
Earthlings, when Nazia went into the pre-live show chat, we were so surprised, amazingly surprised with her look for tonight. So thank you so much. Okay, and now we also have Jay Gibe from Jay Gibe, Nigeria, already shouting Nigeria's name. Wow, very nice. Thank you so much. And of course, somebody agrees. Angel agrees. Nazia looks so gorgeous. Love the skeleton.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for all the love.
Thank you. And we have a fan from Malaysia, Shirley. Bay Odlus Ramos is watching. Hello over there from Malaysia. Hello po, Shirley. Ma'am Shirley.
Hello.
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 And Emmanuel Abanobi says, hello, Emmanuel. Hey, from one Emmanuel to another. Hi. There you go. Thank you very much. I thank you for loving my costume. All right. Thank you. Chardy Rosal says, happy Halloween, MEC. Happy Halloween, Chardy. Thank you very much for watching. Setchang Abellanosa Aranar says, rainy evening to all. Yes, it's actually very rainy, and there is a big typhoon coming to the Philippines. So To
Wow.
everyone there in the Philippines, please take care.
Stay safe.
Take care and stay safe. Thank you so much. All right. And we also have Dera Ifaniezi Oluka. Hello. Somebody from Nigeria is also watching us right now. Okay, there you go. We have so many more. Oh, okay, let's see. Alvin Arsenio, the voiceover earlier gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much. Courtesy of me. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm also the voiceover of Miss Earth Crown video. So thank you. That's a nice compliment coming from you. Thank you so much. Remer says the men of MEC, M for Mary, E for Emma, and N for Noy. Thank you so much. And of course, Queen Kimberly Bosman from Belgium is watching us right now, as well as, of course, Tioma, the queen from our eco angel from Nigeria, is watching us right now as well. Hello, beautiful queens! Wow, oh, so much pressure. The queens are watching us right now too. Okay, who
Yeah,
else?
star-studded viewers.
Yeah,
Star-studded
Alfonso
viewers.
is also saying hi. We have so many comments right now. We're going to read more of your comments later on. Christina Chai, our queen from Singapore, is also watching. You are not late today. You're actually just in time. Okay, so thank you so much. Hey. So we're going to read more of your comments later on. Okay, we're going to read more of your comments later on. But for now, let's go to our first segment. And this is our recap. So many things have happened this week on Miss Earth. Of course, most of them are wonderful things. And so today, let's talk about those things. And the recap segment will be handled by Marky. Hey, Marky.
Of course. So again, a lot of things transpired this week. Exciting news, not so exciting news. Let's start with our hashtag recap. Okay, so for our first accomplishment for the week, officially, we have 84 delegates who are vying for the title of Miss Earth 2020 Virtual Edition. So there were some replacements. The delegates from Dominican Republic and Iceland was replaced. We no longer will be expecting delegates from Korea and the Czech Republic. They've already made their official statements, but I think for Korea, they have a delegate which they will send next year, 2021. And for Czech Republic, they had to pause their pageant because of the COVID condition in their country. But still, a lot of good news because we have 84 official delegates. And how does that sound to you, Nazia? Even though this is a virtual edition, what do you think of that roster? It's official, 84 delegates. What can you say about that, Nazia?
I think it's absolutely incredible that Carousel Productions, Miss Earth, has managed to push all boundaries and stay so resilient, even during times like this. And I think it speaks volume of the kind of queens that we have this year, that despite what may be going on in the world with this heartbreaking pandemic, the girls are still very motivated and very determined to still vie for the crown. And I think that's exactly the kind of spirit that we need, which is why I'm so glad that Miss Earth and Carousel Productions is still going ahead with the virtual edition, and that so many queens have still come on board to come and participate this year. I think it's exactly the kind of positive, enriching energy that the world needs right now. I think we've seen too much of negativity, too much of loss in our world. And I think having our eco angels perform in front of the entire world and giving us that light and hope that we need to keep going and stay strong is exactly what we need. So I am so impressed with all the queens who have decided to bring some love and light into our world in these rather dark times that we're experiencing at the moment.
You are very much spot on, Nazia. Let me give you some fairy dust there. There you go. Right? I totally agree with you. And what I like about
I'm gladly receiving all your blessings.
What I like about what you said is the organization is very willing to push through to provide some at least positive, enriching enriching experience for all our audience. Because in the end, what Miss Earth is for is really pushing for that advocacy. You're correct. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nazia. All right. So we are done with that. Another recap that happened, something that transpired this week is, there you go. Just this week, October 29, we have celebrated the official crowning of our Miss Earth 2019, Nellis Pimentel. That was a year ago when she was crowned in Manila. Okay, so I'd like, since Nazia is here, probably let's reminisce a bit. How was that experience for you a year ago, Nazia?
I mean, it was an out-of-body experience. If I can just go back to the moment where we were making our entrance onto the stage for the opening number, I just remember all the girls were saying that our hearts are pounding and we're so excited, and it was an unimaginable experience. It was our dreams coming true, getting to perform on this international stage. I still remember that all the girls backstage, just before we went on, we all held hands together and we all said a prayer together before we went on stage. It was such a beautiful experience. Just being on that stage, being called by your country's name is the most life-changing experience, and it was a dream come true for me. And honestly, seeing my girls, Nellis and Imani, being crowned that night, it was, oh my gosh, it was an out-of-body experience. I was in a big ball gown, and all I wanted to do is stand up and jump up and down because I was so excited for them. Nellis and Imani, if you're watching, sending you all my love. We have a group chat on WhatsApp, and we were talking about with Nellis and Imani and Susanna, Matea, and Nikki. We're all talking about, just reminiscing about our experiences on the night of the crowning and how far Imani and Nellis have come. Irrespective of the pandemic, they've been incredible queens. They've done incredible things to make our world a better place. And I'm so proud to have shared the stage with women like them. I think that's what Miss Earth is about. For me, that's exactly what Miss Earth was about. Sharing the stage with all these incredible women who teach you so much about yourself, about the planet. That was just an unbelievable experience, and I cannot believe it was a year ago already.
Yes, you are correct. And Miss Earth is all about the sisterhood in the first place. So you're correct. Thank you. Another positive fairy dust coming your way. Here you go. All right.
You know what? If I may add something, it's not only the crown queens who have been amazing since last year. Everyone, each one of you, including you, Queen, has been
everyone
really amazing since last year. And
everyone
it's
has
so
made a positive mark. I totally agree with you, Eman.
Yes, and it's so nice that, like, every time we guest our 2019 queens, they always mention their WhatsApp group because they're still chatting and still talking in that one.
Yes, it's like we never left each other.
Agreed.
Exactly. That's so nice.
The
Yes.
sisterhood, the friendship, the bond is still there. Thank you for sharing that, sharing your experience to us. And speaking of Nellis, speaking of her reign, we have some good news. I think last month, or rather last week, she was in another magazine cover. This week, she is still in another magazine cover. Gimaro, I don't know how you read that, but it's a magazine from Paris. So she is on the front cover of Gimaro magazine. So how does that sound to you, Nonoy? Our queen is in another magazine cover.
Yes, I am actually so happy to know about this because this is a truth. I look so good. Wait.
What?
I like the solo frame. I have to do this. Okay. Like Nellis, our Queen Nellis, she is. I mean, I am so really in awe with how she's managed to be on her roll despite the pandemic, being in all of these magazine covers. Just a true testament to how hardworking she is, how committed she is, how committed she is to make her brand more present, more than ever. And I think we are going to wait for one more magazine cover, which I think is the Expedition magazine cover, which I think is going to be released sometime during the coronation period for Miss Earth 2020. So to all of the fans, watch out for that.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Nanay. And I think that's it for our recap for this week.
Is
Later on,
it?
yes, we'll get. Is that the last one? I think that's the last one. Oh,
Yes. Just a reminder that it's a
all right.
start
Just
of
a
the
reminder
preliminary
this week,
session.
we have officially started our preliminary judging for beauty of face. And we have completed the judging for Africa and Asia and Oceania. Probably like to hear your thoughts here, Emma. And so far, since the competition is still ongoing and the and the judging is still commencing. So what can you say about the recent completion of the preliminary judging of beauty of face?
Well, this is actually one of the most awaited, and for me also, my one of my favorite. Okay, let me cover for you, Mark. Yes, one of my favorite preliminary segments, preliminary competitions on Miss Earth, because it's so lovely to see our eco angels, our queens, display their natural beauty. Because of course, they're always beautiful, made up or not. But it's just so refreshing to see a beauty pageant that's breaking the stereotypes and breaking the barriers,
Correct.
and showing the natural state of beauty of our eco angels. That takes
Correct.
courage for some ladies to do. I don't know if you guys would agree yet, but of course that also takes courage for other people to do, because even men right now would be sometimes afraid of showing off their natural look in front of the camera. So that is such a wonderful opportunity for everybody to see how how much beauty there is among the ranks of our eco angels, and how much natural beauty there is for them to show to the world.
Correct.
Yes.
So please watch out because our panel in our team in Miss Earth Crown will be giving or sharing to you our official hot list or hot picks for the delegates who did well in the preliminary judging of beauty of face. Just to give you a background, the girls or the delegates are judged without makeup or probably sans makeup, or probably they are judged based on their natural beauty. And the idea there is a Miss Earth, an actual Miss Earth, when they do their duties and responsibilities, they need not to be too glammed up, which is why
Yeah.
they want to see how confident these girls are with less or no makeup. So a lot of the delegates from Africa and Asia did really well. They were so beautiful without makeup. Some of them were just wearing just an eyebrow and some lip tint, and that's it. They're all gorgeous. So please watch out for our hot picks, and that will be given to you by within this week once the competition has completed. So there you go. So a lot of things to be excited about this week and this coming days. But we'd like to hear the thoughts of our fans now. How are they? I will probably give it back to Evan.
Yes. Okay. Like, wait. After my computer stops acting up. Okay. There you go. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mark, for that. And that was our recap segment. Now it's time for us to look back at the comment section. There's so many comments once again. Okay. And also, I love how our queens are so supportive that they are also watching. They're also watching the roundup, the MEC roundup. Thank you so much to our queens. Let's go back a little bit up there. Okay, there you go. Okay, there you go. The voice. Okay. So we have now Chardy, of course, already given. Linel, yes, Ma'am Linel. All right, Linel Valenciano. Hello, hi, Ma'am Linel, and of course, Lechir Alorcon is also there. Okay. So Dara, of course, is already cheering for Nigeria. And Teresa Cabiad is saying, good evening to all. Good evening, Teresa. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. Okay. And RG Gakot Gabinete is saying, hi from Philippines. Okay, there you go. And Marlo, hello, Marlo. Okay, thank you very much for watching us right now. Okay. And then we have Christina, and of course, yes, Cheryl and Zamora Pono. Hi, happy Halloween to everyone from Mrs. Tourism Philippines KSA 2020. A beauty queen is also watching right now. Hello, Cheryl and Zamora Pono. Thank you very much. Of course, Denise Adriatico says Venezuela is the best in evening gown for Americas. Ooh, okay. Let's see more comments, please. Okay, who do you think is the best in evening gowns? Okay, and thank you so much, Ralph, for sending prayers to the Philippines for protection from the typhoon. Thank you so much. Yes, and of course we have Dennis, Chioma, Ralph, so many people, and of course we have Roxy. I can't with the costumes, made my day. Happy Halloween, MEC fam. Hello, Queen Roxy. Thank you so much. Yeah, she also commented on my Facebook post a while ago about my costume. So thank you so much. All right, there you go. And some queens are talking on the comment section. So Christina just responded to Roxy, same here. And then like Roxy's like, hi sister, makes me want to wear a costume too. Not only are 2019 queens are actually having a great and grand time talking with each other virtually, but even our 2020 queens. And it's so lovely to see that, okay? And somebody is doing two things at the same time, hosting and commenting on the comment section. Why? Why? Thank you so much. There you go. Yes, Rosemary is saying, ganda pa rin with that scary makeup. Rosemary meant, Queen Nazia says, even with that makeup, you are still so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. That's so, so kind of you. Thank you for all your love. Sending you all my love and prayers.
There you go. Thank you so much. Brody Cody. Yes. I'm sure this is not your picture, Brody, but hey, so saying hello, Nazia. All right, there you go. With that picture of who's this guy again? Oh my god.
Right? Is that right?
Win.
Or win?
Win.
Right.
There you go. Okay, so another queen is watching us right now. We have Ivana, yes, Ivana
Miss
Rohasco.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Hi.
Portugal is watching us right now. Okay. And of course, last one, Teresa Cablat. Hi, Miss Belgium for Europe. Okay, there you go. So we now have another set of our comments. Now let's go to our main main segment for the night. Our evening gown stars. There you go. And for this segment, I'm going to turn it over to Noy. Hey, Noy. Noy? Are you there, Mr. Tuxedo Mask? Your turn, your segment.
You're on mute, Noy.
You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Okay, I'm here. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, thank you, Emma. So for this special segment, we are going to already have our main review of the long gown competition that happened just last week. So we are going to what we're going to do is we're going to have like recap videos of each of the regions, and then what's going to happen is each member of the panel is going to give their long gown stars. Okay, long gown stars for each of the regions. Okay, based on, of course, their own criteria. But then first, I'd like to ask, since Nazia, you performed and competed on Miss Earth 2019 during the evening gown competition, what exactly are you looking for a long gown performance?
Definitely for me, for long gown performance is the kind of dress that the candidate has chosen. I always say that the dress the candidate has chosen says a lot about her and always has a lot of meaning behind it, which I was so glad to see from watching the evening gown competition. What I always like to see in a candidate in the evening gown competition is confidence. It sometimes doesn't matter what the gown looks like, but it's how the queen is carrying it off. You can immediately see if a queen is comfortable and confident in that gown and if it makes her feel beautiful. Another important thing for me is color choice and shape of the dress. Color choice and shape of the dress can be very important especially in terms of choosing a dress that is complementary to your body shape and that accentuates your natural body in the best way possible. So style and shape of the dress is always so important for queens, to pick carefully, because we want to see their beautiful curves, and we want to see a dress that really celebrates their natural curves, which I always love to see. And color as well. Sometimes color can tell you a lot about the queen herself, and the kind of color that they pick. Does it complement their skin tone? And more importantly, is the queen enjoying her walk? I mean, I don't know if you would agree with me. Sometimes when candidates perform, you can see them really enjoying themselves, feeling confident and beautiful in their gowns. And I think that's the part for me that separates someone who is memorable to someone who's not so memorable, is the girls that really just are comfortable, confident, and it's almost like they're floating on a cloud. So that's kind of what I'm looking for in the evening gown competition. Those are kind of the key points that I looked for while I was watching the competition.
There you go. Thank you, Nazia, for those insights. So with that, we're going to proceed with our first region. But then for all of the fans, to be exact, we have reached 80 plus viewers already on our live stream, guys. So to all of the fans tuning in right now, please key in your own long gown hot picks, because we are about to start with Team Africa.
Africa.
See the recap video. Yes.
Here we are. Miss Cameroon. Miss Côte d'Ivoire. Miss Ghana. Beautiful blue, right?
Stunning.
Stunning. It's very stunning. Miss Kenya. The color of nature, green. Miss Liberia. Miss Mauritius. Miss Nigeria. Sparkling in gold. Miss Reunion Island. Miss Sierra Leone. Mark, sing. There's no more background music. You have to sing, Mark. And we have the divine Miss South Africa, Lungo Kata.
South Africa.
Miss Uganda. So beautiful in red too. Another white gown with Miss Zambia. There you go. Such a flowy dress. And of course, after Miss Zambia, last but not the least, Miss Zimbabwe.
There you go.
That is such a beautiful. She carried it very well as well. There you go.
There.
So, Noy, those are our
So
queens from Africa. How many do you want us to choose?
yes, so thank you, Eman. Yes, before we proceed, I'd like to just mention that we have reached 100 viewers on our live stream tonight. Thank you to all of our
Woohoo!
viewers for the
We'd like to hear your
support. Now,
thoughts.
since you are here, yes, all of you are here. Please comment your own long gown hot picks because we're going to have a chance to show them on the screen later on. But now, since of course, I'd like to first mention this. Since I had a great opportunity to judge, the long gown competition of Africa last Monday. I wouldn't be doing any hot picks for
Yes.
this specific region. Okay, but then for the three of you, Eman, Mark, and Queen Nazia, please pick 3 to 4 hot picks and maybe quickly, only 3 to 4 for Africa, and then quickly, just like a quick reason why you chose those hot picks for the long gown competition. So let's start off with Mark. Who are your hot picks for Africa?
My hot picks for Africa would be number 1 is Ghana and Ghana. I love her gown. She was wearing that blue gown and she looked so statuesque in that gown. I love that. For next is Kenya. Kenya was wearing that green gown. It was also form-fitting. It accentuated her figure. I also like the way she showed the evening gown. And of course, we have South Africa, who was wearing a white gown. I like the way she descended from the stairs. And she looked elegant and very regal in that gown. And my top pick would be Nigeria. That golden gown with fringes while she was walking. It seemed like she was floating on air. So those are my top 4.
Wow. So those are actually really strong choices, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for sharing those. To all of the fans, do you agree with Mark or do you have other choices for Team Africa? Now let's hear it from Eman. Who are your top picks for Africa for the long gown competition?
Okay. You know, when just before that, whenever you ask our fans to comment, you know, be careful what you ask for because they will. And I'm seeing in the comment section right now because I'm the technical director too. So I'm seeing in the comment section so many comments on their picks on Africa. So we'll be reading that later on. But for me, my picks, we can also choose our brownie points, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yes, okay. We also give our brownie points. So for my main evening gown stars, I will be giving them first to Lungo, Miss South Africa. She's so divine. It's like, you know, when in this sea of like evening gown ladies, and then she appears and it's just so divine. Her white evening gown just complements her and her natural, very what do you call this? Very natural look. Also complements the white gown. So she was so divine in her gown. And of course, Nigeria, beautiful in gold. The flowy dress, you know, it's fringy, but it also complements her curves, and she carries it really well. So I'm also giving a star to Miss Nigeria, and she's so beautiful in green. So I'm also going to give a star to Kenya, Miss Kenya. But you know what? I want to give, so those are my 3. But I would like to give brownie points actually to Miss Sierra Leone. Miss Sierra Leone. Because she, sometimes the challenge is, you know, the evening gown competition is not all about how beautiful your dress is, but how well you also carry it. Given the limitations in Sierra Leone, and of course, knowingly this limitation with Miss Sierra Leone, she was able to carry her gown very well. What more if she has a better gown? I'm sure she will be able to carry it really, really well. So just with that very simple but also well thought of gown, she was able to carry it so well already. I'm so excited to see her glam up, you know, and be able to wear really gorgeous dresses, and she will be able to carry them well. So those are my 3 stars and my brownie points.
There you go. Thank you, Emma. Now, let's hear it straight from our queen, Queen Nazia. Who are your top picks for Africa? And then your quick very quick reasons for choosing those top picks.
This was actually very difficult for me because I think the Africa group really, they came to win. The girls were all very, very stunning. It was very difficult for me to pick. I'm going to start with my brownie points, and I'd like to give brownie points to Miss Cameroon. And the reason for this is I thought her gown was beautiful. I loved that pink blushy kind of color on her skin tone. I think the shape of the gown suited her body shape beautifully. I absolutely love the gown. And then I'm going to go with the top 4 picks. I have to give it to Lungo from Miss South Africa. I couldn't agree more with the comments made before. She just looked angelic and light and like she was floating on a cloud, and you could see that she was so comfortable and so confident in the dress. And I love that she picked sort of a dress that goes very well with the theme of the Eco Angels for this year. So I absolutely loved Lungo in the white gown from South Africa. My other star I would have to give to Ghana. She is just beautiful. I loved the blue dress on her skin tone. I loved the cutouts that the dress had at the back, and I think it was on the front and the sides. It complemented her body shape so beautifully. And the hair, the styling of this look was absolutely stunning. The hair pulled back was just so elegant, and she was so poised. You can definitely see that she's a model in her video. She was just so elegant and poised. My other star I would have to give to Miss Cote d'Ivoire. Love her. She's got such a beautiful face and beautiful energy. I love that she went with braids for her look. She decided to go with a more natural hair look for her styling. I loved her dress. I loved her confidence. And then my number 1 star, I think I'd have to give it to Nigeria. I mean, when Nigeria walked out in that gown, my jaw was on the floor. She looked like a goddess in this gown, like a true African queen. She was so confident. The styling, I'm amazed. The styling was perfect. I absolutely loved it. The hair up in that gorgeous bun looked like a crown on her head, and the gown was so flowy and elegant. She looked. I think someone also said it looked like she was floating when she was walking. So my number 1 star has to go to Nigeria.
There you go. So thank you, Queen Nazia. And to the panel, I should say I'm very impressed with your comments. You're giving your comments first on the look, the visual elements, and of course the performance. So thank you for sharing your top picks for Africa. Now, Emma, maybe we can take a look at some of our comments, like 1 or 2 or maybe a couple from our comments.
Yes.
There are a lot.
Yes, yeah. Even before we already started, Brody already had comments, but he commented in all of them, but we're going to read for now just Africa. So for Brody, his choices are Nigeria and South Africa for Africa. All right. And just a drop by. Angel says Noy commenting on a video he's in is very on brand. Life of the party. Thank you so much, Queen Angel. Also, let's see who else. Oh, there you go. Denise Adriatico says Nigeria is very alluring and phenomenal and most deserve to be awarded the best in evening gown for Africa. That's what she said. All right. And let's go to, here you go. Chardy has a proper top 3. So for Chardy, it's Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. Okay. Runners up are Zambia and South Africa. Okay. Thank you so much for that comment, Chardy. Of course, we're considering that. When we publish our evening gown stars or our hot picks poster, we also consider the opinion of our Earthlings. So your opinion matters, okay, Earthlings? So please put that in. Okay, and we have Ghana, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, okay, Nigeria, and special mention to South Africa for Rosemary Fernando. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
please keep it coming.
Yes, there you go. And the national director of Belgium, Ken Stevens, is already shouting Belgium. Yes, but later on, Let's see. We will have Belgium in a bit. So thank you very much, Ken, for dropping by, for always being with us, actually. All right. There you go, Noy. There you go.
So thank you to all of our Earthlings for sounding off in the comments. Now we are moving on to our next region or next group, which is Team Asia and Oceania. Eman, can we have our recap video for the next region?
Yes, Team Asia and Team Asia and Oceania. Here you are. Miss Australia. Miss Bangladesh.
I love your music, Eman.
Looking gold. You can give your you can shout out your thoughts while we're playing the videos, of course. Beautiful Miss Cambodia.
This is a stunning gown.
Very stunning gown. I agree with you, Queen Nazia. It's very stunning. Miss China. Another divine gown here with Miss China.
I think white is a popular color for the gowns this year.
It is, that's true. Another white gown or off-white? Miss India.
The details on this gown are just exquisite.
That is right. Next up, Miss Indonesia. I feel like I'm hosting the pageant on stage. It's so good. They're so good.
Yes, with the voiceover.
Another gorgeous mermaid cut gown. Pretty in red, Miss Japan.
It's a beautiful color.
Beautiful color. The color of the land of the rising sun. Suits her very well. Next up is Miss Lebanon.
She just has such a beautiful, sweet face. Such a beautiful
She does.
face.
Mhm. Ever elegant Miss Mongolia.
Wow.
I live for this styling.
This is, oh, yes, I think that was exactly what I was going to say.
God, opulence. One word, opulence. There you go.
Yeah, she's a risk
And I
taker.
think definitely a bold choice.
Mhm. And speaking of bold choice, next up is Miss
Wow.
Myanmar with her gown.
This fabric is insane. It's so beautiful.
Next now we're moving on to Miss Northern Marianas. In blue and gray, Miss Pakistan. I just wish they changed the name. It's still a rouge on the name tag.
But I love the backdrops, the background, like the
The
location.
backdrops, yeah, they're choosing really
Right?
good venues, right? The Wonder
Oh
Woman,
my
the Dark
God.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Philippines.
my God. I mean, I would die for this dress. It is so beautiful.
It is. Straight from Singapore, Christina.
I love that she always makes bold choices, bold, exquisite choices that just stand out.
Right, right. And then we go to Miss Sri Lanka. Up next, Miss Syria.
This is a beautiful gown.
It's very beautiful. Complements her curves also. Of course, we have Miss Thailand. And finally, for Asia and Oceania, Miss Vietnam.
Wow. That's all I have to say.
There you have it.
Right? Okay. So for this one, for this region, I'm going to allow you to pick 4 to 5. Okay? 4 to 5
Thank
hot
you.
pink
Thank you.
region. Yes. I know.
So hard.
This is again a difficult batch because again while we were watching it, there are a lot of like comments about like how the gowns are really beautiful and the performances as well. Let me begin, okay? Since I wasn't able to like give my own topics for Africa, quickly I'm
Mhm,
going to
mhm.
base it on, of course, the visual elements, styling, the choice of the gown, and of course performance, the visual performance. I'm going to give top 4 is Vietnam. I just love
Mhm.
the gown itself. I mean, just the color and the print on the gown, and she was so elegant, so effortless. So top 4 is Vietnam. Top 3 for me is India. That is the literally she was floating on air. I think she was like walking on the skies or something. So India had a really great walk. So top 3 for India for me. Top 2, actually my top 1 and top 2 are actually pretty close from one another. But I'm going to give my top 2 to Myanmar. Okay, to Myanmar. After watching this, just the elegance, just the pasarela and the face, serving face. That's one good example of serving face. Myanmar did that. Okay, but then my top pick based on, of course, all of these elements, the pasarela, the styling, but then, of course, based on overall impact, I give it to the Philippines. No bias, okay? Based on like the overall impact, it's the Philippines, top one for me because of all of the elements coming together and creating that one memorable long gown performance. Okay, so let's now check out Eman. What about you? Who are your top choices for this one? You
Can I
have
have can I have like can I have like 10 stars for
no.
well, okay. So let me start with well, I'm gonna do it this way in random order. There you go. So my stars would go to first off India. India, just like what Queen Nazia said, the details on that gown are so good. But not only is the gown really good, it has to be carried properly, and she was able to do that. She was able to walk wearing the gown gracefully. She was able to move with it, not let it overcome her. So she carried it well. So I'm giving a star to her. Of course, I'm giving a star to Myanmar. To Myanmar as well. That was a bold choice and a risky one. She's also a risk taker with the wrong way of carrying it, that might end up being more of like too sexy. But she was able to carry it really well because she complemented it with light makeup and a hair that was just flowing down. So the whole performance, the whole package was really good. So I'm giving it to Myanmar. And then, of course, for the wow factor, Philippines, of course, I'm going to give it to the Philippines as well. That collar is not easy to pull off, and she was able to do that. So I'm giving it to her, okay? And I'm going to give also another star to Japan. To Japan. I really like the gown of Japan. If you look at it very closely, it's very detailed, and she was able to carry it well. Her very sweet personality was amped up. She was able to show that sultry side of her through that gown. And another another performance that I love, and I'll be giving a star to, is Cambodia. I love the way Miss Cambodia carried that golden dress. She was able to really pull it off. It's like I was seeing her on stage, wearing that for the evening gown competition. There, so those are my top picks. But I'm giving my brownie points also to other bold choices. First, to Miss Australia, Brittany Dixon, for that silver and blue gown, which really complements her figure. And speaking of another bold choice, Christina Chai, also Miss Singapore, it gets my brownie points for that really nice choice of a gown and that cut. That was another risky but successful choice. So those are my stars and brownie points. Thank you, Noy.
There you go. Thank you, Eman. So again, to all of the fans, we are now reviewing Asia and Oceania. Please comment your own top picks. Now, I'd like to hear Queen Nazia's own top picks for this group. Who are your long gown top picks?
I mean, I wish I had 20 stars to give because this was such a strong category, and I could honestly see myself wearing any of these gowns. They were absolutely exquisite. I'm going to start with my brownie points. I have to also give brownie points to, I mean, oh, why do we have to do this? This is not fair. I don't want to do this. Like, can I just like decide? Oh, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I think being on this side of
That's true.
it's I can finally understand how difficult it was for the judges last year to really make a decision about any of the competitions that we had. So I completely understand where they were coming from. So I'm also going to start with my brownie points. I definitely also have to give brownie points to Japan. I agree that the details on the dress were very, very beautiful. And you could see it so beautifully when the camera came up close. And I love that she chose such a beautiful color that has so much of meaning to where she comes from and her country as a whole, and she looked very beautiful in it, and she walked so poised and elegant. So I have to give brownie points there. My next star would have to go to Australia, to Brittany. She's actually one of my favorites at the moment for the crown. She is just an incredible woman. She's got an amazing story, and in terms of her gown, I love how unique her gown was to pair those two colors together. And I love that the train was just on the one side of the gown. I think it was a very unique gown, and she looked very beautiful and very poised. So I absolutely loved Brittany from Australia. I definitely have to agree with all of you about India. That gown was exquisite. The detail on that gown was so beautiful. And I think what made the gown was the Queen's performance. She walked so beautifully in that gown. I literally had that moment in my head where I was just going, yes, Queen, yes. It was so beautiful the way she walked. I have to also give another star to Vietnam. The pattern on the gown was absolutely stunning, so unique. Haven't seen anything like that pattern before. It flowed so well with her body shape and the way she moved when she walked. The next one, I have to give it to Myanmar. I have to agree with all of you. That was a very bold gown, but such a beautiful choice. And she's such an elegant woman that she brought that elegance that the gown needed, because it is a risky gown, but she pulled it off so perfectly. And my number one, oh my gosh, has to be Philippines. I mean, I couldn't pick up my jaw off the floor. The styling, the walk, the colors of the gown, everything was perfection. I absolutely loved it. It was a speechless moment. She really owned the stage, and she really owned her moment. I love the traditional beadwork on the gown. And like you said, that those colors are very difficult colors to pull off. I know that I definitely wouldn't be able to wear a color like that. But with her confidence and her elegance, she pulled it off beautifully. So Philippines wins this one for me. Mahal kita.
There you go. Thank you, Nazia, for your choices. Thank you for sharing those. Now, finally, let's have Mark. Who are your top picks for this region?
Yes, before I give my topics for this region, I have to say Asia and Oceania is very competitive. It's very tough. All of them did really well in the evening gown competition. Although this evening gown competition is non-bearing, it's not part of the preliminaries. It is giving us a glimpse of how they will actually do in the finals night, how they will perform in the finals night. So I have to say it was really difficult for me. So I'll start first with my brownie points. I loved Singapore, Christina Chai, because it was a very risky gown. Plus, her personality came out. That's what I love about Christina. Every time she either performs her talent or her evening gown, whatever she wears, her personality always comes out. I also would like to give a brownie point to Mongolia. You know what? She looked like a socialite who wants to attend a party, and she looked like the belle of the ball. I loved her gown.
What I think she actually is.
Right? And she was so risky, but she was elegant as well. The gown was risky, but very elegant. I love that. So those are my two brownie points. And my stars, I have to really, you know what? There's a tie in my stars. So I'll give stars each this is in order. For number 4, it's a tie between India and Japan. India was so gorgeous in this evening gown. She carried the gown and not the other way around. So that's what I think that's what we're talking about when we say, no matter how beautiful or simple your gown is, if you carry it well, then you're doing right. That's the same for Japan. Japan she was wearing red. It was fiery, but you still see her innocence in her face, but it was also fierce. And I like the way she carried the gown as well. I loved her walk. So which is why I'm giving her and India a tie, and they have my stars. So that's number 4. For number 3, I love Vietnam, the details of the gown, the way she walked as well. It was very elegant. Okay, so that's my number 3. And for my number 2 and number 1, it was difficult for me. It was like by the hairline. I'm gonna give number 2 to the Philippines. It's just wow. The gown was just wow. Just to give an idea to all of the fans, that gown was inspired by a local Filipino superhero. We call her Darna, and she transforms every time she Darna. And every time she swallows a rock, she will just shout Darna, and then she will transform. She's like the equivalent of Wonder Woman in the Philippines. That was very well thought of. The details was amazing. Impactful presentation. I love that. And I'll give my number 1 to Myanmar. If I were, or if somebody would wear that, I don't know how they would carry that gown, but Myanmar carried that gown elegantly. She was so elegant, and I loved the way she carried that gown, and the details as well was amazing. That's it.
There you go. Thank you. This has been a really interesting, lively, and colorful discussion for this region.
True.
I should agree with a lot of your comments. Now, I'd like to hear or read some of the comments coming from the fans. Emma, can we take a look at some of their insights?
Yes, there you go. The first comment for Asian Oceania actually comes from Denise. Philippines is very enticing, who resembled like a queen of fire, thus deserve to be awarded as the gold medal. The silver medal should be given to Myanmar because her pasarela is excellent. Okay, so Philippines and Myanmar neck to neck in the evening gown battle. The Miss Earth Singapore organization is actually tuning in right now, supporting our beautiful and bubbly queen, Christina. Indeed, beautiful and bubbly. Brody says that Miss Mongolia gives off crazy rich Asian vibes. While Walker, that is true. She might as well be in the next Crazy Rich Asian movie.
I agree.
Right? That's
I
right.
definitely agree.
Right? That's true. For Linnell, Miss Myanmar is the best in evening gown. So classy. And how she executes her walk too. Okay. Teresa says Philippines. Jay Gibe says Cambodia. I agree with you. Cambodia is also among the best in Asian Oceania. When we have more for Philippines here, we have Sarah saying Philippines, RG saying Philippines, John Dave saying Philippines as well, and Abeth both goes to Philippines. While John Mester has 3. Vietnam's gold, Mongolia gets silver, and bronze for Myanmar. There you go. Yes. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sarah, also. And Jessa says Philippines surprises us always. I agree with that. Fedlin says PH, of course, and very creative Philippines as well. Okay. And Remer says, my God, Roxy Bayans, you are the epitome of a regal woman. You are setting a trend. There you go. How about Dera? Ifanyeze. Oluka says Thailand, Myanmar, India, and Vietnam. Okay, there you go. And yes, agrees with you, Noy. And okay, what else? We also have, oh, there you go, Chardy. Choices are Cambodia, Myanmar, Philippines, Vietnam, India, Japan, Mongolia, Thailand, and Pakistan. So he gives 5 stars, 4 stars, and 3 stars. That's also a nice way of doing it. That's really nice. Thank you very much, Chardy. And then we also have, who else? My God, so many comments. Okay, there you go. There is an honest comment from Cyrene, and I think it's nice to hear this out. Honestly, Roxy's video looks like a music video. She didn't even showcase more of her long gown. More pasarela sana. Oh, that's a valid comment. Actually, I think there is a longer version of the video somewhere. Okay, so maybe we can watch that also. There you go. And Roxy, sabi niya, notice on this. We'll make sure to show more pasarela next time. Thank you. Thank you for being this queen,
Thank you
Roxy.
for the feedback, guys. We appreciate the feedback. Our queens appreciate the feedback.
Yes, good constructive feedback is always feedback.
Correct. That's how you give. That's how you give a constructive feedback. Okay.
There you go. Thank you very much. There you go. So those are our comments from our Earthlings on their Asia and Oceania picks. Noy?
So thank you once again to our fans. Now we're moving on to our third region which is Team Europe.
Oh,
So
Europe.
all of the fans, yes, we would like to hear or read your own hot picks while we are playing the recap video.
All right. So there you go. I opened the wrong window. Okay. So here, let's hear it for Europe. Ladies and gentlemen, our Eco Angels from Europe, starting with Miss Armenia. Miss Austria. Miss Belarus. Miss Belgium. Miss Croatia. Miss Denmark. Miss Estonia. Miss Finland. Miss France. Miss Germany. Miss Greece. Miss Ireland. Miss Moldova. Miss Netherlands. Miss Poland. Miss Portugal. Miss Romania. Miss Russia. Miss Serbia. Slovenia. Miss Spain. Miss Sweden. And Miss United Kingdom. All right, there you go. So those are our English in Europe.
Okay, thank you, Emma. So for this region, I think I'm going to allow you to pick 5 to 6. Okay, 5 to 6 top picks for Europe. Okay, let's start off. Queen Nazia, maybe you can mention your top picks for Team Europe.
This was also a very difficult category. I think the girls picked very unique gowns, and I'm always excited when I see different gowns, unexpected gowns, or unexpected picks from candidates, especially in pageants. So I was very excited by Europe's category. We saw a lot of unique gowns. I absolutely loved that. I'm going to have to start with Denmark. I think her gown was very beautiful. It had that satiny purple fabric down, going down, and then it had a lot of beadwork up here. And the beadwork, if you actually look at it up close, it's very, very beautiful. So I loved her gown. I loved how it fitted and hugged her body in all the right places. And I love how she carried the gown as well. She was very flowy and very elegant. And I loved her backdrop as well. She was seemingly in the middle of a field, just this elegant queen walking through a field. It was a very beautiful contrast. I absolutely loved that.
That's right.
Also, for Europe, I have to give it to um, Belgium as well. I think Belgium was very, very beautiful. I loved her gown. I loved the color choice for her skin tone. It was a very glamorous gown, and I loved the way she pulled off the gown. She walked very beautifully in her gown, and she looked absolutely exquisite in it. Next, I'd have to go with Poland. She is just such a fresh, beautiful face. I loved the color of her gown against her skin tone. It was a very fitted gown, which I absolutely loved. I loved the see-through bits so you could see her gorgeous long legs. She carried the gown very beautifully. I do wish she walked a little bit more so we could see a little bit more movement in the gown, but I thought it was beautiful. And then my top pick is Netherlands. Tessa's also one of my favorites at the moment for the crown. She's such a strong candidate, and her videography was beautiful. The gown was beautiful. She walked incredibly, and her styling, I loved her styling. The hair, the makeup, the jewelry suited the look of the gown beautifully. I do wish that in her video we could see the gown more up close because it's actually a very detailed gown. And so I'm glad we did get to see the detail of the gown in the interview section after her video was aired, because it's got all this beautiful detail on the neck, which I thought was very unique and different. So that's my number one star for Netherlands. And then I have to give brownie points to Portugal. That bright, bright, beautiful color was amazing, and the dress hugged her curves beautifully. And her styling also was very, very beautiful. I loved the way her hair was done, soft and elegant. And like we always say, she wore the dress. The dress didn't wear her. So I really, really loved Portugal's dress as well. She would have to get my brownie points. It was a beautiful look.
Thank you, Queen Nazia. Again, we are loving hearing your insights. Very helpful and very constructive, right, guys?
True.
So thank you for
True.
mentioning your insights and your top picks. Now I'd like to hear from Marky. Who are your top picks for Europe?
All right, so I'm going to give my
I've
brownie
been
points
playing
first.
this one.
Yes, my brownie points would go to Estonia. Estonia, that she was wearing that red gown. Although I was not a big fan of that gown, and we were not able to see her walk. She actually walked in that gown, and that gown is very difficult to really pull off. That's why I'm giving my brownie point to Estonia. She was wearing that red gown. Same brownie point to Germany. She's wearing that sheer fabric, and then she was trying to walk the stairs, and she was so beautiful. She was very elegant. So those are my brownie points. Up next, since you mentioned that you can give us 6, I would like to give my star to Poland. I love her green gown. She looks so sexy. She was giving us face. That face is so gorgeous. I would really love to see her walk more, okay? Because she just made some poses. So again, this is an opportunity for you girls to highlight your strengths, your walk. So if you are going to present with impact. Same goes with Portugal. I'm a star. I'll give the star to her. I love the bright color. I also love the way she walked, but she could have polished the walk further. So probably just to give some feedback, how you could improve on your walk, Portugal. You have got a very beautiful face, impactful presentation as well. Just polish the walk. Next would be, I would give my star to Netherlands. Again, if I'm not mistaken, that the details of the gown is really beautiful. I think it was inspired by pearls, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and overall the styling was also beautiful. Another star to Portugal. Okay, that impactful green gown, I love that. But my top two, I was surprised with this lady. I'll give a star to Moldova. I was surprised with the way she walked. She worked the runway. It's like, I'm the queen. I'm the queen of the runway. And then she carried the gown really, really well. It was surprising to me. So please watch out. I love Moldova here. And of course, I will give my number 1 star to Belgium. Her overall styling, the way she walked, her overall impact. She was stunning. She was elegant. I'll give my number 1 star to Belgium. Kimberly. That's it.
Thank you, Marky. Quickly, I'd like to agree with Moldova. I was actually surprised with the performance. I didn't expect that she's going to perform that way because we didn't know anything about her performance, how she is with the way she walks. But then she surprised me as well. So thank you, Marky, for sharing your top picks. Lastly, Eman, who are your top picks for Team Europe?
Okay, quickly, I'm going to give my top picks for my brownie points. My brownie points, same as Mark, also goes to Germany. Okay, to Germany and Miss Portugal. Yes, so those are my brownie points. And I'm going to give my stars to, of course, I think I'm the only one who's mentioning this. I'm giving a star to Poland. I like how she pulled up that, I think it was maroon gown, because I love gowns that look simple but actually are detailed and are an easy fit on the lady's body, and I think that did it for Poland. And also the lace gown of Russia is so beautiful, and she carried it very well. So I'm giving a star to Russia as well, and I'm giving, of course, a star to Tessa, the Netherlands. And I agree with you because my second top choice is actually Moldova. She surprised us and she really did do that walk elegantly. But no question that the one who stood out the most is Belgium.
Yoo-hoo, Belgium. I agree with you. That's very correct.
Thank you. Yay. So now let's look at our comment section.
Yes.
Okay. The first person to actually comment on their top choice is none other than the National Director of Belgium, Ken Stevens, shouting Belgium. Yes, thank you so much for that. Thank you, Ken. Then we have, of course, Teresa Cabiad, Miss Earth Belgium. Abeth also says Belgium. Gail also shouts Belgium. There you go. Denise has a nice explanation. Germany is so stunning and flamboyant. The way she walks and most deserve to be chosen the best in evening gown. And the second place should be given to Netherlands. Thank you very much for that, Denise. Chank says Belgium. Cassidy also shouts Belgium. And actually, Ken is giving us a trivia about Kimberly's gown. So for sure, Belgium, no words for this $10,000 Leo Almodal gown. Oh,
No wonder
Wow.
it's impactful. It's a
No
Leo
wonder
Almodal
it's so
creation.
beautiful.
Amazing.
right, right. Thank you for giving us that detail. Yes, actually, another trivia. And speaking of Leo Almodal, speaking of Filipino designers, Brittany Dixon's gown is also from a Filipino designer as well. So I just remember that right now. There you go. This is funny. Gonzalez Arthur, go Samantha Bernardo. Arthur, wrong pageant. That's so nice.
That's
You're
a
so
different pageant, guys. But it's still
there
a
you go.
prestigious one, but not this one.
That was so cute. That was so cute. Aileen says, lovely to watch all of the Miss Earth classes 2020 together. Thank you so much for sharing and supporting. Yes, that's true. It's like we're actually seeing all of them in one episode. Okay, so thank you very much. All right, I think, yeah, for that one, we have also, your choice of music is so enticing. Thank you, Remer. Of course, we actually want to give our Earthlings that pageant feel, because we're kind of missing that. So we're trying to give that to you. Thank you very much for appreciating it. Charlie's giving 5 stars to Belgium. Then the next one's to Netherlands, Ireland, Germany, Portugal, and John is giving the medals to Moldova. See, Moldova's up there. Poland and Portugal. And somebody is watching from Marawi City. Take care, right, Hannah. There in Marawi. Thank you so much. Yes, and Ken says Belgium, Marky, we love you, Miss Earth Crown. No, actually, thank you so much. Yes, this is not only our opinion; it's also the opinion of our Earthlings. So everybody is unanimous in their choice of Belgium. So congratulations, Miss Earth Belgium organization. Ken, congratulations on that. Right, there you go. Noy. Last, OMG, last but not the least.
Yes, let's have our last group, which is Team Americas for the long gown competition. Emma.
Yes, Team Americas. Here we go. Miss Argentina. Miss Bolivia. Miss Brazil. Miss Canada. Miss Chile. Miss Colombia.
Would you mind enlarging the view for the Americas?
Oh, sorry. Did I lose it? Okay, here we go. Huh? Okay, just a moment. Okay, I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, let's reset a little bit. Okay, backtrack a little bit so that we can, yes, have the proper screen. There you go. One more time. Let's start pick up from where we left off. Thank you for telling me, Mark. Yes.
Chile.
From Chile once again. Once again for Colombia. Ecuador. Guadeloupe. Guatemala. Guyana. Honduras. Jamaica. Mexico. Panama. Nice reveal. Paraguay. Peru. Puerto Rico. Uruguay. United States of America. U.S. Virgin Islands. Venezuela. And there goes Team Americas. Oh my God.
Up for the challenge. Because personally, I think this is, the most competitive group. I don't know if you're going to agree.
Definitely the most competitive group so far.
With that, I'm going to allow you to choose 6 to 7 top picks.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you. We need it.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
So
6 or maybe 10. I don't know.
Marky,
All right.
let's start with you, Marky.
Sure. I'm going to give first my brownie points. My brownie points goes to three ladies. I love Argentina and the way she presented her gown. I think it was an aqua blue or electric blue gown. I was not a big fan of the bottom of the gown, not a big fan of it, the details, but I love the way she carried the gown. So another brownie point to Chile. She was fiery in red. It was a simple gown, but again, the manner in which she carried it was amazing. Colombia and the pink gown would also deserve a brownie point for me. I love her presentation. Now here's my top 6. Number 6 goes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm just counting. Yeah, it's 6. Number 6 goes to Canada. She was wearing that green gown and the manner in which she walked. I love that. So I'll give the star to Canada. Guatemala's presentation walking across the church, that was very impactful. Production, but the way she carried the gown. I love the gown. Star to Guatemala. Panama, that's what I call drama. That's drama. She removed the lower part of her gown, and then the details of the lower part was revealed. Amazing. Love that. Another star to Venezuela. I love the details. I love the way she walked. She looked so prepared. Of course, Venezuela is Venezuela. Love it. Love her. Next would be, I'll give another star to USA. I love the manner in which she presented herself. Very impactful. But just constructive feedback. I hope that her team is listening. Please be careful with her styling. I think her makeup was too harsh. It was too fierce for me. But then again, I like the way she presented herself. Just be careful with her styling and her makeup. But I'll give a star to her as well. And of course, my number 1 star goes to Puerto Rico. That green gown. I don't know if it's green or yellow green against the backdrop, the beach. It was so refreshing, so amazing to look at. Her presentation as well was amazing. So I'll give a star to Puerto Rico. That's it. Those are my top 6.
There you go. Thank you, Mark. Let's now have Emma for your top picks for the Americas.
Kaya pa ng internet, Noy? There you go. But thank you very much, Noy, for that. I'll start with my brownie points. Actually, Puerto Rico is under my brownie points. So I'm giving the brownie points to her, and also to Miss Peru. I like that. I like the shiny, shimmery splendidness of the gown, but she was able to carry it very well. So I'm giving brownie points to Peru, as well as Miss Chile. So those are my 3 brownie points. Now on to my stars. So I'm giving a star definitely to Venezuela. Not only, it's like a very good presentation, but also a very unique gown. It's a very unique gown. It's not usual, and she was able to pull it off. Also giving a stars to Panama. Yes, that wonderful gown and a wonderful backdrop. They complement each other. My next star is also for Guatemala. And also Argentina. Yes, so I'm giving a star to Argentina as well as Miss Canada. And my final star goes to USA. And I understand Mark's comment about the makeup. Maybe, sometimes the image of Miss Earth, there's a certain look that goes well with it. But in terms of the theme of the actual shoot, I feel like the makeup was actually spot on for the look that she was trying to achieve in that moment. So those are my brownie points and my stars.
There you go. Thank you, Emma. And finally, Queen Nazia, your top picks for the last region for the Americas. Who are your choices?
This was a difficult choice for me because, these gowns were exquisite. I think the Americas always really comes through with the shimmering, sparkling, splendid gowns, what we would expect from the Americas. I'm going to give my brownie points to Canada. I think her gown was beautiful. I love the way it hugged her body, and having worn a similar gown to that before, I know how difficult it is to actually walk in a fitted mermaid gown like that. And I think she walked beautifully in it. I also want to give brownie points to Costa Rica. I think she's such a beautiful girl, and her gown was gorgeous. And I loved the message as well behind her gown, that her gown had been previously worn by another Miss Costa Rica. I think it was Miss Universe Costa Rica, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm
You're correct.
wrong.
Miss Universe Costa Rica
Yes.
2018.
Yes, I loved her message of reusing a gown. I mean, we are at the Miss Earth competition, and I love that she decided to reuse a gown from another queen. And she wore it differently. I loved her styling, and she's a beautiful girl. Um, Now we're going to into my stars, which was very hard to pick. I'm also going to agree with all of you. Guatemala. Wow, what a walk. That is a walk. She walks beautifully. The setting was gorgeous, her styling was stunning, and the gown was absolutely exquisite. Loved Guatemala. The next star I have to give is to Puerto Rico. Her gown was beautiful. That color was incredible on her skin. I love that she chose a beach backdrop. It really complemented the flowiness and the ease of the gown. It was so effortlessly beautiful. I loved also, I have to give a star to Miss Argentina. She carried that gown so beautifully. She's just got such a strong presence about her, and she's so memorable when you see her walk. Her performance was beautiful. I then also Venezuela. I mean, that is a gown. I have never seen a gown like that before. Exquisite gown. It's so unique and definitely a memorable gown. And her performance as well was absolutely incredible. She did an amazing job. Well done, Team Venezuela. It was an incredible performance and a beautiful gown. Um, Panama. I mean, wow. I was not expecting that big reveal of this beautiful pink gown. Her performance was exceptional. I mean, I literally had to take a step back when I saw that reveal. The performance was incredible, the gown was beautiful, and Miss Panama's got such a beautiful face. Her styling was perfect. I absolutely loved it. Another star would have to go to USA. I do agree with the comments that have been made. She's a beautiful girl. I mean, it's very clear in the video that she's a model. She knows how to work a runway. It was a beautiful gown. I think she is a goddess. She looked absolutely incredible. But I do agree with the styling choices that you've mentioned before. I do think that Miss Earth has a very um, more of a softer approach than other competitions, or a more softer look. I mean, if you look at Nelly's or Funkan from last year, they all have very sweet elegance about them. I do think this look for the makeup specifically was very fierce, which was gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely loved it. The makeup artist did an amazing job, but I think softer makeup would have brought out her beautiful facial features a bit more. So I do think I would have liked to see softer makeup, because the gown was beautiful. It was really a memorable standout gown, and her performance, my gosh, her performance was out of this world. The smoke, her walk, it just created, and she created an entire atmosphere for us. I felt like I was there with her. But I do agree, the makeup was a little too fierce. I think maybe softer on the eye makeup would have been a little bit better.
There you go.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Queen Nazia. And to the panel, thank you for giving your top picks. And for the last time, can we see the comments coming from our fans for Team America?
Yes, 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 of course. There you go. So now, let's look. This is a nice comment from Alvin Arceo. I ain't an expert in gowns and fashion and stuff, so I usually look at the girl, not the gown. But that's actually a good way of looking at it, Alvin. So really nice on that. So there was only one who gave me a 7-second goosebumps. I like that when they were in motion. Argentina, hands down. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's why I also picked her for my stars, because that's also what she gave me. She also gave me goosebumps. Yes. Divine. Yes, divine and classy. The way she carries her gown. That's how Linnell describes Argentina. And I think we would all agree with John Messer that this was the hardest one to pick from. The Americas was the hardest one. I agree. But to him, it's Chile, Argentina, and Panama. Ed Gian Bartolome's picks are Venezuela, Costa Rica, Guatemala, and Panama. And of course, Kimberly, we also agree. We all agree that they are all gorgeous. That's why this is a hard thing to do. Yes. Nice one. Linnell, Panama reminds me of Sofia Aragon from Mexico's Gown. Execution. Love it. There you go. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, photogenic Venezuela has a perfect catwalk. J. Gibbs says Argentina. Brody's top choice is Chile is my señorita. There you go. And of course, the stars coming from Charlie, giving the 5 stars to Chile and Peru. Then followed by Argentina, Venezuela, Brazil, USA, and Guatemala. I'm sorry, we don't have a lot of time to read all of the comments, but thank you so much. Colleen Lang, thank you for tuning in. Colleen, Chile, Venezuela, and USA. There you go. Thank you so much. And those are our comments. Okay. There. Thank you very much. And thank you for that one, Noy. Thank you very much for hosting the long gown, the evening gown stars. And that's it. Congratulations to our panel. Congratulations for that hard work and the job well done as well. You know, we were like saying, oh my God, we only have one competition to comment on this week. It's going to be short, at maximum 1.5 hours. But we went overtime again. But before we end, I'm so sorry. But before we end, we actually have one fun segment to actually experience right now. And this is with you, our Earthlings. For today, this is just for fun. So since it's a Halloween and it's a Halloween special, so we are not giving away prizes tonight. But please do join us for some trivia fun. Okay? This is going to be, let me just put you in on that. Yes. So this is going to be our MECQ, the Miss Earth Crown Quiz Halloween edition. Okay, so we're going to ask you a few questions, and please key in your answers below. Let's have fun. Let's start after that grueling judging. That it felt like judging after that grueling evaluation session of our Eco Angels. Let us now have a bit of a fun and relaxing time while answering the questions from the MECQ, or the Miss Earth Crown Quiz. And because it's Halloween today, our theme is Halloween. So it's Halloween edition. It's going to be a mix of different kinds of questions, some historical question and some just fun question. And speaking of historical question, guys, do you know the answer to this question? Oh, first of all, yes, a big thank you. Speaking of prizes, Queen Shane Tormes gave a prize to one of our winners last time. It's already with her. It's with Lynn. Okay, congratulations, Lynn, on receiving your prize. Shane's dress looks so nice on you. It's like it fits you so well, diba? Right? That's really nice. Thank you so much. And congratulations again, Lynn, for getting that prize. From Queen Shane Tormes, our Miss Philippines Earth Fire. Okay, 2020. There you go. Now, this quiz is for fun only, no prizes for correct answers for today. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. From which ancient Celtic tradition did Halloween originate? Because Halloween, as we know today, is already a different form than it was 2,000 years ago. Do you know the history of Halloween? Yes. Where did it come from? A, from the Samhain tradition. B, from the Beltane tradition. Or C, from the Imbolc tradition. Again, A, Samhain, B, Beltane, or C, the Imbolc tradition. Okay, so that is our question. Do we have answers there already? Okay, so what
Can we take a guess,
Yes.
Eman? Can you ask us
yes,
to
take a guess. How about you, Mark? What's your guess?
My wild guess is letter B, Beltane. Beltane.
A Beltane. How about you, Noy? What is your wild guess? Noy, are you
So-
there? Okay.
Yes, I was on with presentations. I'm going to give the correct answer. No, just joking.
Okay. How about Queen Nazia? What is your guess?
I mean, I have no idea, so I'm just gonna go with B as well, Beltine.
Okay, there you go. Actually, 2,000 years ago, Halloween originated from a Celtic tradition called the Samhain. Yes. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Congratulations. If we had the
Letter
prize,
A.
yes, that actually our first to answer correctly is Miss Rosemary Fernando. Samhain, because before in the ancient UK, October 31st was the end of the year, and November 31st was actually the new year. They believed that on October 31st, the souls of the dead came back to the earth. And so they offered food and wine so that they don't go inside their homes. That was Samhain, and eventually it became Halloween. Okay? So that's a nice trivia for you, everyone. Yes. Now let's go to
Sorry, who answered it first? It's Rosemary Fernando.
Rosemary Fernando.
Got it
Congratulations.
right, Rosemary.
Thank you so
And
much.
according to Colleen Ang, Samhain, according to Google.
Yes. Samhain according to Google. Mabilis, ha? Very, very quick. Yes, and it's not pronounced Samhain. It's Samhain. Samhain. That's the way you pronounce it.
Samhain.
Yes, Samhain. Samhain. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Next. Now let's go local. Name at least 3 horror films starring Filipina screen queen Chris Aquino. You don't need Google for this one. So to our Filipino Earthlings, what are your answers? So for Queen Asia, Chris Aquino is actually a very famous celebrity in the Philippines, and she became the horror queen of the Philippines because she would usually act in horror films. So she has a string of horror flicks to her name, and
Wow.
we are looking. There you go. So there you go. I just wanna share this one because this is so funny. So the answer of Alvin was a famous line from her, Queen Nazia, because she would always say that line in all her horror movies.
She
But she's
always
supposed
shouted.
she doesn't look scared, so something like that. So Feng Shui 1 and 2 and Sukob. That was very smart. Again, our first answerer is Madame
That's
Rosemary
3 movies. You're correct. Feng Shui 1, Feng Shui 2, and
and Sukob. Thank you so much for that. The part 1 and the part 2 count as separate movies, no? Okay. Chardy's answer was Rica Peralejo, Manilin Reyes, and Janice de Belen. Huh?
What?
Okay,
What
there
kind
you
of
go.
answer is that?
Sukob and Feng Shui 2. There you go. Next question. There you go. Feng Shui, Sukob, Dalaw, Segunda Mano, Feng Shui 2, many, many, many. Okay? Name at least, now let's go Hollywood. Name at least 2 Hollywood
I know that.
actors starred in the 90s horror film series I Know What You Did Last Summer. At least 2 Hollywood actors. There you
Can I
go.
name it? Can I name 2?
Yes, we can name 2. Do you know any?
I hope I'm correct. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Okay. Who else? Queen Nazia, have you watched I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I haven't actually. And speaking about horror movies, I'm not a big fan of horror movies because I am the biggest scaredy cat you would ever meet. So I'm probably that person who has to watch a horror movie with a lot of people around me and then have someone lay next to me while I sleep. So I don't know that much about horror movies because I'm the biggest scaredy cat. So
No problem. That's me too. I actually try. I like watching horror movies, but then I go home afraid. So I don't know what I'm
yes,
doing.
me as well.
Right?
Me
Thank
too.
you so much. Now, are you correct, Mark? And are they correct too? Okay, let's see. So we have Sarah Michelle Gellar, Freddie Prinze Jr., but we also have Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ryan Phillippe. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much for those answers. Now, next question. Oh, nobody was able to answer that. Sorry, guys. What is the popular name of Yeti, the hairy humanoid creature that roamed a small Nepalese village 300 years ago? What do you think is the answer to that one? Okay. What is the popular name of Yeti, the hairy humanoid creature that roamed a small Nepalese village 300 years ago. The original name of Yeti. Yes, there you go. Before we go to the answers to that, now is the time for us to give the opportunity for our Queen Nazia to promote anything that you are busy with right now. So where can we find or follow you, and what are you busy with right now, Queen Nazia?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. As I said today, I'm so blessed to have my friend Sabiha from Studio S, who created this beautiful Halloween makeup look for me today. All for all of you today. She helped me at the very last minute to create this look, and as you can see, she's incredibly talented. So thank you so much for that. If you would like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram. My handle is Nazia_Wadee. You can follow what I'm doing. I'm so excited to have had the opportunity to be here today. I'm currently working full-time at the moment. Things have been a bit difficult during the COVID pandemic here in South Africa in terms of my charity work and the initiatives that I'm usually always very actively involved in. But currently I'm looking to be helping a cat shelter, actually. I have 2 cats, so I'm going to be working with a cat shelter very soon to try and assist them to cover their medical bills that they've had. Especially during a pandemic like this, I know a lot of charity organizations are struggling at the moment. So that's probably going to be my next project, and you can watch out for that on my social media page. If you would like to follow that journey, I'm a huge animal lover, so I'm very excited to be part of this project. And I know you couldn't see her, but my cat Lulu was sitting next to me the entire time we were doing this live. So I always have them by my side, and the Cataholics Cat Shelter always does such incredible work with finding homes for either stray animals or animals that have been abandoned. And some of I've worked with them in the past as well, and I actually adopted one of my babies from them. They do incredible work with rescuing cats and rehabilitating them and securing them in safe, comfortable homes. So I'm looking forward to working with them on their project to try and assist them with basically covering their medical bills that they have accumulated for the cats that are in their care. So you can look out for that on my social media. I'd love to give a big shout out to the people of the Philippines. I miss you so much. And I think of all the experiences in my life, I have never been in one place where I received so much of love. And I think that is just the true reflection of the hearts of the Filipino people. That is just who Filipino people are. They have the biggest hearts, and they have all the love in the world to give you. So I miss you all, and I miss my time in the Philippines so much, and I hope to see you all very soon.
Thank you so much for that wonderful message, and of course, thank you for telling us how to follow and support your advocacy. So, and speaking of cat, yes, Noy is also a cat
I
lover.
know. Oh, that's so cute.
There you go. That cat who's also part of the show. He's actually a co-host of the show as well. Thank you very much, Dexter, for being here. And also, Kimberly is saying definitely going to follow your project, Nazia. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for that
Thank you so much for that, Queen.
Thank you. From one queen to another. Thank you very much, Queen Nazia. And now, before we end our show for today, let us take a look at the answer to that quiz question. And the popular name of Yeti, the hairy humanoid creature who roamed a small Nepalese village 300 years ago, is, of course, the abominable snowman. There you go. Thank you so much for that. And thank you for joining just for fun. Okay, and another one, Teresa Cabiad says, love you, Miss Nazia.
I think some guys answer differently.
I love you too.
Oh, thank you. Huh?
Some guys answer differently.
Sinong Capri? Si Ana Capri ba yan? There you go. Jay Gibe answered Bigfoot. So sorry, it's not Bigfoot. That's a different creature. But thank you very much for joining
Thank
our
you, guys.
Just for Fun. And again, once again, we would like to thank Queen Nazia for gracing our screen tonight. It was such a special evening because of you. Thank you very much for dressing up, for the makeup, and for being part of our Halloween episode. This is so, so special. And again, Earthlings, thank you very much for being with us tonight. Such an overwhelming and honestly an unexpected turnout of viewers for tonight. So thank you so much for constantly supporting Miss Earth Crown's roundup episodes, and of course Miss Earth Crown as well. Just to tell you, next week is going to be a very exciting episode because we are premiering not just one but two Miss Earth Crown official top 20 hot picks for our preliminary competition on beauty of face and figure and form. And that is coming up next week. So we're going to be premiering our top 20 and help us choose your top 5. Okay? So all that and more next week, only here on Miss Earth Crown. But for now, it's time for us. Yes, Queen Nazia, is there anything else you want to say?
Yes, before I go, I just wanted to send my love and my prayers to the people of the Philippines. You have a typhoon that is coming in soon, as you have informed me today. It is ironic because I'm just looking at the sky now here and it's starting to get gray and it looks like it's going to storm here as well. I'm sending you all my love, my prayers. Be safe. I am with you in spirit every step of the way. Please be safe. I'm sending you all my love. And to all of you at Miss Earth Crown, thank you so, so much. Salamat po. Thank you so much for having me part of this incredible episode. I had so much of fun. It was so great being reunited with you virtually. I hope that in one day in the near future, when this pandemic has left us all, I can be reunited with you all in person. But it was an absolute honor being here, and thank you to everyone who's been commenting and sending all your love through the comments. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
much for gracing our show, Nazia. Thank you for the time.
I appreciate your presence as well, and thank you for the well wishes for the Philippines, and also the same wishing. I'm not in the Philippines right now, so I'm also wishing everybody there. Please take care because the incoming typhoon is the strongest in the world in 2020 so far. So take care, everyone. Please, thank you so much. And on that note. Okay, anything else you want to say, Mark and Noy? Good. All right. Yes. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next week for a very, very special, much-awaited episode. We'll be premiering 2 hot picks next week. For now, it's good night and goodbye, everyone. Take care. Isang makakalikasang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Bye!